Hello there. Play the game. Load save. Yeah. Note. Almost edging on 4,900 hours playtime. On this save alone. If I add in the 250 hours there, it's over 5,000. So notice this may look a bit different to some of you. That's the option in play for the galactic starfield. I chose the 3-color option. There's a default standard option that's a purple background. Then there's 3 other options that are black background, and one is 2 colors, one is 3 colors, and one is 4 colors. This is the 4-color one. Notice the yellow, pinky red, cyan is the green stars, and the dark purpley blue ones are the blue stars. It's the same colors used when you get out your warp map from your ship. And I think it's much better than the default one at making the stars stand out on the black background instead of the colored one. I'll show you where you set that in options, video options. It's not in video options. That may be why it's so hard to find. So go back to general options, galaxy map color filter. Default, Protanopia, Deuteranopia, and Tritanopia. Tritanopia is 4 colors actually. You've got your standard yellow stars, right? Yellow shows up no matter what. The default, you can see all 4 colors, but the background is a purpley mauve color, and it detracts from the visibility of the stars. Protanopia, you have yellow and you have all the rest. I'll show you. Protanopia. Well, maybe show you the default one first, actually. Default. You all know what it looks like, but just to remind you. Starfield. See, it shows the color of the background. It depends on which system you're in. Some of the systems have a brighter background, some have a less bright. But the stars all look the same here almost. Like you can sort of see that some of them are a bit pinkish, like this one is kind of pinkish red. That's a red star, but it's hard to tell from that's a yellow star until you get close to it. And over here, another yellow. That's yellow too. There's a blue one, right? That's a blue star. And the green stars are the hardest to find. They're pretty white. The yellow stars are white too, but see, I think that's a green star there. A type G star? Not sure. That's yellow too. Where is a green one? this one. No. There's a green star. There may be the rarest ones. It looks green there, but you back off and you can't tell that's a green star, right? Only when you get close enough. So, if you change the galaxy map color filter, Protanopia, I don't find it useful, but it makes, okay, you got yellow and you got red, you got blue, and what's this, brown? E4. What's an E4? Is that the green ones and look brown? That's type B star. You see where I'm reading there, hijinks 88 light year. B4F is the star type. B is the color of the star. And there's a few codes, you can look it up. / water just means that some planet at this star has some water. There's 2 planets, one of them has water. But that's a blue star, I'm pretty sure. You got the red stars then, right? But it's hard to find green stars in most of these. I don't know how you're gonna find a green star. Most of them yellow, red, blue. Oh, these pink ones? K star versus the K star. They're red. Oh, these brown ones are the green, so-called green stars. Now, the other thing that tells you star color is in your discoveries. Oh, that's here too. So, discoveries over here. See, these are all yellow stars, but there's a red star, there's a blue star. Are the red and brown different colors? I'm not quite clear on this. See, this is I don't know. But you can, from this star color here, you can kind of tell I guess the brown ones are what they call green stars. Brown dwarfs, renaming them anyways. The thing is, they're tied to your, see, they're called red stars here. And the cadmium drive, if you have none of these drives, you can only go to yellow stars, right? If you get this cadmium drive, then you can go to red star systems, red stellar bodies. Where's my green one? Emerald drive. You can go to green stellar bodies. Some of them look brown, I guess, in various star maps. I don't know. You need the emerald drive to go to green stellar bodies, and you need this indium drive to go to blue stellar bodies. Otherwise, you can only go to yellow stars. So they're all tied together, and the metals also come from red stellar bodies. You can find then cadmium on the planets, and the cadmium replaces the copper that you find on yellow stellar bodies, the standard yellow stellar bodies. Every planet, pretty much, as far as I know, I think that they all have yellow. They all have copper on those planets. When you go to a red star, then they have cadmium instead of copper. The mineral deposits on the planet, when you find them, it's either copper or cadmium, or on green stars you find emerald. Emeralds are green, right? That's how you remember. Indium, indigo, blue. You find indium instead of copper or cadmium or emerald. So that's the protopia, whatever color scheme, shows us the green stars as brown then. I think if I go to this brown, go to this brown star, see if it works. Oh, there was some gray. We'll see if this is a brown star or a red star or what when we get there. The thing that surprised me then was when I changed this background, it changed the opening star field sequence as well, which was nice, yeah. Okay, so now how do we tell for sure which kind of system we're in? Emerald. It's a green star. Showed up brown on that star field. Weird. This planet, probably the same. Emerald, I betcha. Or it might be activated emerald, in which case the planet has heavy storms, severe storms. That's activated metal. You've got activated copper, same thing. All four of the metals have come in an activated version from stormy planets, extremely stormy planets. There's some barrels. Yes. Oh, bad shot. Oh, I keep missing. Hard to get this guy. He flies better than others. Sometimes they're easier to hit when they're farther away. They don't move as fast on your screen. I'm playing normal, so it's pretty easy anyway. So, back to the star field. So that's the Protopia anyway. What's this gray star? Or is that a black hole? Huh, it disappears when I... Oh, it was a planet. That's what I was looking at. Planets look gray. Okay, so that's the first option. Uh, get out of here. So, options, general. Protanopia has brown green stars. Deuteranopia, I don't know why they call it that. Let's see what it's like. So we got yellow stars and we got blue stars. And we got cyan. I don't see any red stars. Where are the red stars? That's a type B? Is that a green one? Whoops. This one, is that green? Type E? I think that's green. But the yellows are G1, G. Where are the red stars? There's a... No, that's a... Oh, white star, type G. That looks kind of green. E, type E. There's a green star. You have to get really close. You can't tell it from... Okay, there's cyan. Type K. That's a red star. Cyan is red. I think that's a red star. Is cyan now. Cyan is the light blue. That's just a name for a color I use. I don't know if it's right. Are any colors right? Maybe you see a different color than I do. I call it cyan. Live with it. I think it's from the color printer ink colors that I got that. So, what do we got here? Scan, damn it. Cadmium, it's a red star. It was cyan. Who knows? We're at a red star. That's the Duotopia color scheme anyway. I was on, when we started, I was on the Tritanopia scheme, and you go look at that, and then we're at a red star. And right beside us we got a cyan, which is the green again. It won't show you green unless you use the first type with the purple background instead of black. Pretty sure this will be a green star then. It's type type E. Type E. It's green, I think. You might wonder why I seem to be talking quickly. I've been watching Survival Bob on another video, and he's such a fast talker that now I'm talking fast. Don't worry about it. I'll probably revert to my normal slow nasal drawl and... Oh, what's this? This is a freighter fight. If I didn't already have a freighter, I could get a free freighter here. Nearby freighter under attack. Destroy pirates to save the fleet. So I gotta find... He's shooting at that guy. Okay, and there's another guy. Right in front of the freighter. Oh, there he goes. Can I shoot him? Okay. There's that one. I missed the barrels. Oh well. Where'd he go? Two more. And one more. One more. Oh, he's in the ductwork there. Come on out, you. Two of them, I think. And one more. That all of them? Yes. So I get some free chrome out of that, I think. Hello. Admirable fighting, interloper. Viking warrior crew impressed. Hard to impress a Viking, you know. Request docking for reward procedure. Okay. And communication. For now, we'll talk to you inside.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Where is that? Here. Yeah, they put the icon right in that spray out from the docking window so that you can't see it, right? But it's there. That icon there. Freighter that we just saved. We'll talk to them. If you're just looking for a specific type or size of freighter, oh, a nice green Explorer. It's a Type A33, almost the top of the. Only thing better, it'd be a Class S. But just to be polite, I come and let them heap praise upon me. Hello, Viking Captain. Grah, pathetic interloper, take away battle glory from freighter, but Viking still gives thanks. Pathetic, well, back-ended. Much? Alien barks a loud battle cry, celebrating our victory, I hope. So, inspect freighter. We could look at it, but I usually just go to request payment instead. I've got everything I need. I've got a freighter that I do better than this. Hire. Bye. You gave me 342 chrome. Not bad haul for shooting a few pirates. You could also go and loot his barrels there in the back room, but we don't need to do that. I went down the wrong stair. Oh, the green Explorer is gone. We'll leave too. So yeah, you could get the if that's the first one that you've saved, or you've never had a freighter before, at least they'll give it to you free. They'll let you become owner of the thing without spending a single imaginary unit unit. So yeah, what were we looking at? Tritnopia is like this. We got green stars that look cyan. We got yellow stars, we got red stars, and we got blue stars like that. So on a black background, they're just easier to see from a distance, and you can see all four colors fairly clear. If you're wondering what is this thing, that's a black hole, but that's not the actual star. It's a black hole at this yellow star that's beside it. Yeah, see? Expand doesn't help. It's got a black hole at that solar system. Uh, you see where it says region, Regnata, line 2 there, it says region Regnata. Each region is approximately 350 stars, I think, and each region has one black hole. So this is the black hole for region Regnata. If we look at this other black hole down here, this will be a different region, I think. Region Hizan Cloud. So back up again, region Regnata, and the stars around it should all be in region Regnata. No, not that one. There's another Regnata. Most of the stars near it. 350 stars in region Regnata. 350 stars in each black hole. His hen cloud. Is that 2? I don't know. That's what I was told. I believe him. I might be wrong. Dump bore Expanse. Expanse is a good TV show. I watched a bunch of that. Dunbar Expanse. Here's the next region down here is another black hole. Believe it or not, there's about 350 stars around each of these black holes. If you look at it in full 3D, I think that's right. Is it that many? No, it might not be that many. it was 350 light years on a side. Each region is roughly a cube, 350 light years on a side. So if we go back to where we start, this is where we are right now. Now, if I find the nearest black hole, I don't know, is this the nearest? That's quite a ways away already. That's 447 light years away. That'll be in the next region, I think, because if you go farther than 350 light years, you're in a new region. If I back to where we started, what region is this? Vortoy boundary region. So it's a different region. We'll only find one black hole in each region. Here, what's this one? That's Yortney boundary, same region I'm in. It's only 192 light years from where we are now. It's the same region, so it's within 350 light years, a cube basically, 350 light years on each side. Might be just a little bit more if you go opposite corners of the cube. It'd be a little bit more than 350 light years. Could be that far away, but in general, you go 350 light years and you'll be in a different region. See, here's another black hole, Pyrobu boundary region, 658 light years from our current location. So we're back in a different region, a different black hole. There's another thing that happens once per region. I forget what that was. But yeah, if you look at the portal addresses for these black holes, they'll all have one of the fields in the portal address. They're just 8 or 16-bit field that has the star address within. Yeah, it's up to 600 stars in a region. I can't remember exact number right now, and it varies somewhat, but I think there's up to 600 stars in a region. Believe it or not, just so many stars. And these regions are little cubes taken out of it. And so each galaxy is about what is it? A million or a little bit more than a million light years across. With each region, so width and depth or something, depending on how you label your directions. Width and depth of the galaxy is about a million light years. The thickness of the light years, the galaxy, although it looks up in the top left there, although it looks circular, the actual galaxy is more shaped like a pizza box. It's flat and square, right? And it's not as thick as it is across. Shaped something like a pizza box then. So a million light years by a million light years, and the thickness is only, what is it? It's if I can't remember, 128, 256 regions. So yeah, it's like oh, I forget now the thickness in light years. When it's a million across, it's less than 100,000 light years. Uh, the height of the pizza box thickness. Uh, so it's that's the general idea. And you've got these regions have a three-dimensional XYZ sort of location that you can figure out from the portal address. Uh, in the very center of the galaxy has a portal address of 000. There's a sort of a region in the very center of the galaxy has address 000. That's why you can take a portal with a glyph address of all zeros, all the sun rising, or some people call it a parachute, and some people call it I don't know. The sunrise glyph is glyph number 0, and if you put 12 sunrises into a portal, it'll take you to the center of the galaxy or something nearby, within a couple thousand light years. If you've got a good warp drive, you can jump to, from there, you can go to the center of the galaxy that allows you to jump to the next galaxy. I don't think that's a spoiler for any of you watching here. But that's what I want to explain. That opening star sequence may have looked different to you, that's why. Star colors from this. You see, I'm 1,000 light years. My ship has a pretty good warp drive. It'll do over 2,000 light years. Just countless. It's not countless because we can estimate the count of these stars per galaxy. 256, 255 or 56 galaxies, depending on how you count. And each one of those galaxies has all these stars in it. Okay, that's near the top or bottom. Looking straight up or straight down, and it was straight up in this galaxy. Looking straight down, looks like this. I'm trying to go sideways and it spins. See if I go sideways here, it goes sideways. But I go down and then sideways and it spins. That means I'm looking straight down to the bottom side of the pizza box of the galaxy. If I go this way, I might come to the bottom side of the pizza box, and then there'll be no stars beyond that. You might see what look like a few stars, but they won't light up. You won't be able to put your cursor on them anymore. Back where I started, maybe show you how to decode the glyphs a little bit. If we go down the planet, unknown planet, let's explore it. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't watching, KJ. I see you there now. Don't think I've seen you live before. You probably haven't. How's it going? I'm just babbling on to myself here. Did you hear about my star color explanation? Are you still listening? what I want to do, call my freighter, call my roamer. Just got here. Okay, so I didn't miss you for long. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, I haven't streamed very much, so this may be the first time that a lot of people have seen me streaming. Don't have a camera, so you can't see my face. Thank goodness. I wanted to find a monolith. Depots, outpost depot, structure, ruins, alien structures. Monolith detected. That's all I wanted the roamer for. Go back here. Now where's that monolith? Is that it? Yeah. Have you ever, well, yeah, I think you've said that you don't really appreciate mathematics. I might get a bit mathematical here, talking about the portal addresses, the portal glyphs. That's what I was planning on talking about, unless you have something specific that you'd like to talk about. There's no big streamers on this evening that you have to go and mod for or anything? Or are you doing something else and just watching this as a courtesy? So I've already got all the words on this guy, so now I'm just hanging out. I'm sure there are some other people streaming. There always is, lol. Yeah. My YouTube chat computer in the garage, it blew up the power supply or something, so I can't, I got to get that fixed before I can join any more chats as a other than this way. So what's this say? Fuel given ice thaws, Viking rise. Fuel given ice thaws, Viking rise. I don't know what that means. They want fuel ice. Chill, layer frozen gas. Cold, sea of breath. So, fuel, carbon, I think, right? Condensed carbon, insert organic element. Fuel is, I'll try that. Melt into the atmosphere, I'm rewarded. Yay! Frozen gas melts. Okay, so we got a portal somewhere. No, we don't yet. We got to do this again, right? Locate portal, Viking dagger. Well, I got some on my freighter. Wrong button. There we go. I don't think I've ever completed Viking, Corvex, and Gek. All the words on different saves. Yeah, I think I have them all for all three, plus all the Atlas words. If you see the very beginning of the stream, I show you there's almost 5,000 hours on this save now. I think I told you that once before, and you were impressed that time, so you're maybe not surprised. Locate a portal by Keen Dagger. Portal ley line. Captain Steve is always talking about ley lines, but I haven't really figured that out yet. That's my freighter then. And there's the portal. 55 minutes away. Yeah, it's super. I'm impressive. I think my biggest save is like 600 hours. Yeah, well, you like starting over, you say, and I don't. That's the difference. Takes all types, right? I'd rather figure out something like these portal addresses. So after the portal we go. That's right. So yeah, I was explaining earlier about the regions. When you look at your warp map, it gives the right under the name of the star. It tells you what region it's in. How there's like one black hole in each region. I think that's a fixed number or something, but the regions are like 350 light years on a side, and there's, I think, what was it, thousands of pizza box shaped galaxy. You may have heard all that before, so no need for a review. So the 16 glyphs, and yeah, I wish there was official names for them so we didn't have to explain. There's official names for a few of them that they revealed. What was it in the living ship quest? Okay. I'm aware of the basics of galaxies, but someone watching either now or in future might not be. Yeah. If anyone else ever sees this, I'll probably be surprised, actually. I got lots of videos with 0 views. Traveler capture loop enabled anomaly event contained. Portal seems to beg me, demanding attention, activate it, requires me to travel on. So yeah, activate portal. I was explaining, if you just use you number these from 0 to 16. This is address is glyph 0. If you put in 12 zeros, it'll take you close to the center of the galaxy. Now, if you look at the address this way, this way. Bird, boat, sun, boat, sun, diplo, hexagon, balloon. You can divide that up into fields. The first glyph is used to indicate different planets within one star. The second 2 glyphs, I believe, select a star within a region. The next 3 glyphs, well, there's actually 3 sets of 3 after that. 9 glyphs left. 3 sets of 3. The first 3, second 3, and the third 3 select X, Y, and Z locations for a region within the galaxy. So if they're all zeros, that's the center, region at the center of the galaxy. A region is 350 light years on a side, just a little cube, 350 light years by 350 light years by 350 light years. It's got up to 600 stars in each region. So if you then look at the positive and negative numbers, negative numbers start with the bottom row of glyphs. So when we look at these, for the first digit out of a group of 3 for an address, the first digit is plus or minus up to a few thousand light years. No, a few thousand regions in a few thousand regions in the galaxy, across the galaxy, or within the thickness of the pizza box. So activate portal. The top row, for the first digit, they have a number with a plus or minus. The top row is plus addresses, the bottom row is negative addresses, or left and right, or however you want to do it, up and down from the center. Center is 0, 0, 0. So if we want to go to the edge of the galaxy, we can go 0, 0, 0. That's the planet number and the region number, the star number within the region. Zeros are fine. We want to go to the edge of the galaxy. Pick this one or this one. No, this one's wrong. You want to go to the edge of the galaxy. For the next digit, choose the dragonfly here or the 4-legged bug, 6-legged bug, whatever. And that'll take you to the edge of the galaxy. 1, 2, 3, and if we just go, that's not right. Should be spider sun sun. Spider sun sun. Let's start over. I think if we get there, it'll make sense. Sentinels inbound, maybe. Breath feels hot. What do I trust? Okay, the first 3 we don't care about for now. We go. Spider is like an 8. And then we go 0, 0. Let's try this. Spider 0, 0. I'm not sure if I'm getting this right. So that should be a corner of the pizza box. An outside corner right at the edge of the galaxy. Let's see what we got anyway. I think it said that it wasn't an exact address, that it rounded off to somewhere close. I'm not sure if I did that right. 800 should be close anyway. on the PS4, as you can see from my picture, we got the chat on the same screen on the PS4, so that my warps are slow. It take up to a whole minute for me to warp. Probably get a PS5 someday, but availability isn't great yet. So what's the glyphs actually look like once we get here? We got spider 00, spider 00, spider 00 for addresses. But yeah, you see the planet turned from a 0 into a 1. Put me on planet 1 instead of, there is no planet 0, so it has its choice as to which planet to actually dump you on when you don't put a proper planet number in there. If you put a number larger than 5 in, it'll do the same sort of thing. Just dump you on one of the planets, whatever it is. But if you know the planet number, it usually works. So if we get into space, what does it look like for our location? Yeah, I'm not very close to the edge there, you can tell from the galaxy. I think I'll try again. Well, in fact, I think I've got a base at the edge of, what am I doing? I think I've got a base at the, one of the corners of, some galaxy somewhere. I want this. I'm not gonna let me do that. The system freighters are coming in and won't let me bring my freighter as close. There's my freighter. Doesn't look like much, does it? But it's maxed out pretty much anyway. Not one of the standard freighters. It's just a freighter I picked up as a what do they call them, a system freighter. It wasn't even free. Yeah, they're a lot easier to find than trying to get the exact right freighter to come in for you to rescue it. If you can find a S class at least, because you can't change the class, right? What am I? Oh yeah, I want to. I've got a base that it's at the other end of the near portal. Experimental Turbine Church. Mushroom Farm, I think, is in one of your one of your group planets. There, KJ. Diplo Research Fishing, or maybe it was the Fabulous Fungus Farm. I like toxic planets in general, like building on them. Herbert Portal. Dairy. Oh, the end of the colony? No, the end of the universe is one thing. Yeah. Ayusogonola Galaxy is Galaxy 255, I believe, right? Portal. Radons. Daffodil shit. What have I done? Other end of the galaxy. Try this one. I think it's at... Used to like toxic planets, don't like my visor getting clogged with green, yeah. Yeah, that happens. You have to go indoors to get it unclogged sometimes, I think. Like restocking the protections for toxic don't actually clear your visor. That's annoying, isn't it? Pretty sure this one was at a corner of the pizza box. We'll see what the glyph address looks like when we get there. Don't look at the base, it's not impressive. I build generally practical bases, not fancy decorative bases. Yeah, overgrown floor. Nice planet though. Swampy one apparently. So what's the glyph address looks like? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, it's dragonfly. Okay, the first 4 glyphs. Well, the first glyph selects the planet again. The next 3 select the star within the region. And then there's just 2 there that select your elevation, your height within the pizza box through the thickness. So it's not as large a number because it's not as far through the pizza box that direction. And then the last 2 groups of 3 are the long sides of the pizza box. You notice dragonfly is the negative numbers, so you gotta interpret them all as negative numbers. And yeah, notice the sun in the middle is a 0. So yeah, we're at one corner of the pizza box pretty much. If we go out to space and look at our galaxy, I think we can see that it's at the edge of the galaxy, or pretty close anyway. So we got a few stars here nearby that, and there's more. Okay. Ah, yeah. There we go. These stars aren't there. We can't click on them. They're illusions. We're at the edge. Dial sun and all F's. Last glyph at the bottom. Yeah, that would take you to one of the corners. Yeah, this is a different corner. If you want to find all 8 corners of the galaxy, you got to mix and match them. But all F's or all, what is it? All. No, all F's. No, it won't work. All F's is actually -1 in computer language. All F's is -1, which is actually also at the center of the galaxy. If you have -1, -1, -1, that's just 1 off from 0. So all F's won't take you to a corner. It'll leave you at the center of the galaxy. You need large numbers, not small numbers, right, to get to the edges and the corners. So you need like 800 or 9FF, I think. Something like that. 9? How does that work? I do it a little better on paper. Okay, I'll give you. I'll tell you why I did this. I'm a computer programmer by profession. Computer numbers use these hexadecimal binary numbers and with negative numbers and all this stuff. I've been figuring these things out most of my life for computers, figuring out numbers and plus and minus signed numbers and packing numbers together into words and all this sort of stuff. So it's sort of second nature to me to at least attempt to figure this stuff out. And there, no stars left at all. If you go just a little bit further, it won't even show you stars. And there's looking back at the center of the galaxy with no stars because we're 982 light years. I don't know. Uh, Trying to tell me there's some star there that's the closest star. I can't even see it. There's some sort of path or something through the stars, that green line. But yeah, you back off towards the center of the galaxy, we can't see stars. It's like looking at a faraway galaxy from our galaxy through a telescope or something. Maybe that's so. If I just escape, circle button on this. Yeah, see, that's the path towards the center of the galaxy. Current mission. What's my current mission? Settlers. Okay. That's the path back to my settlement. It'd be a long, slow journey to get back there by just using my warp drive. But I think that's what it would do. I spent a couple days figuring out all these things for myself the once anyways, and it was interesting. So yeah, it just see from the star in the corner of the pizza box, 3 out of your 4, well, 3 out of your 6 directions, 3 out of 6 directions is still within the galaxy. The other 3 then are outside the galaxy. If you look around, where'd it go? Okay. Okay, yeah, if you look at the center and then you look the opposite direction, that should take you out of the galaxy. Have to go a ways, but there, we're outside the galaxy. The last few stars that we can't actually jump to, and then the void. I think that's the real void right there on the screen. Oh yeah, the other thing is that in the galaxy map there, I think we're in the top left corner of the galaxy, and also through the thickness we're the white line indicates how far from the center layer of the pizza box you are. We're down at the uh, bottom far corner of the pizza box. If we were at the top of the pizza box, the white line would be stretching up to our position rather than down to our position. And when we're at the nearer front corners of the pizza box, it's farther out, almost in the black part of the pizza box to uh, instead of it's a bit of perspective there that the back corners look like they're still inside, but they're actually through the galaxy at the far corner of the pizza box. Yeah, the way they draw that, they distort it, I think probably on purpose, just to make it harder for us. It's fun anyway. I was explaining about how I got this black star field. I like it better than the standard purple one. And you can see the cyan, well, that's a green star actually, right? You can see the color of the stars easier when you're jumping to them. That's with no filter. As soon as you put a filter on, everything changes and the colors mean completely different things. And red, green, and yellow is just high, low, and medium conflict levels. Economy doesn't tell you the number of stars for the economy, it tells you the type of economy. So this is a yellow star, corresponds, what the heck, I don't have a, oh, there's no economy here. This is like a deserted space station with no economy, no conflict. But it's claimed by the GAC anyways. Hey, boss. Hello, how are you? Uh, welcome to my stream. Just talking with KJ about our star map and some of the stuff that we can do here. No filter, life form, then 3 colors, plus white for red is Viking, pretty sure. Yellow or blue. Yellow is GAC and blue is the Corvax. Yeah. And the white stars here are uninhabited, abandoned, whatever systems. Conflict, economy, no filter, life form. So yeah, with no filter, you can tell the star color, right? And it's easier to tell the star color when you turn the background black. The other thing is then the destination. So a current mission, that'll take me back to my settlement. If I free explore, there's no path. And galactic center, long trip because I'm right at the corner of the galaxy, corner of the pizza box shaped galaxy, and there's a bunch of is it not gonna, there, no, there's the warp, yeah. Center of the galaxy, towards it, but I don't get very far this way. Even this way is a long trip. I've done the 750,000 light trip from spawn ring to center. Long series. Well, took weeks. Yeah, back before we could, when we had the portal effects, you had to do that, right? Missed that. What were the different star colors for what race and why? This is new. You're teaching me something new right now. Okay, so if you, when you first come up to your warp map there, it says no filter, right? And you've got different filters. You can do a life form filter, conflict filter, economy filter, or no filter. No filter just tells you the color of the star. Yellow for standard, red for cadmium, green for emerald, blue for indium. If you go to life form filter has yellow, blue, and red and white. So yellow, I think, is Gex stars. Red is Vy'keen, and blue is Corvax, right? And white stars are no aliens, abandoned or unexplored, wide open to whatever you want. So if you change the filter then to conflict, you got red, blue, and green, and yellow. No blue. Red, green, yellow. So yeah, red is high conflict, green is low conflict, yellow is medium conflict level. Economy, it's not the number of stars for the economy. This is the economy types. It says it's a green there, but that's not really. This is a research economy, struggling. But any of the blue ones like this are going to be, blue ones are research. They'll show the little Erlenmeyer flask beaker, like from a laboratory. That little glass flask is a research. It might call it something slightly different. Find another light blue one like that. This one, research. So, research. That's an abandoned system, ostensibly research, but there's nobody there, so it doesn't matter really. Mathematical. It's got the flask though, so it's the same type of economy. But it could be 1, 2, or 3 stars. You can't tell the number of stars till you actually focus on that star. So that's the economy types. So like the green stars then are trading, commercial, or trading, data unavailable, trading, commercial. See, commercial is green and trading is green. The same type. Galactic Trade Terminal, that system, yeah, it'll have it. That type of trade item will show up there in the trade terminal. The first, if it's a high, rich economy, there'd be 5 of them, right? The first 5 items with a white background are the dependent on the type of economy that you have, trading or research or experiment. Oh, that's another. Nano construction. It shows a little integrated circuit chip for the icon there. That's a 3-star economy, so that's a nice one. But nano construction or integrated circuit type economies have a different set of trade items on your trade terminal. Red ones are, yeah, red ones are uninhabited. What? Nothing at the red ones that I can find. It's like red ones are bad or something, you know. Okay, the yellow brown are prospecting with a pickaxe. That's the type of economy. That's another type. How about dark blue or something? Oh, there's scientific. Different flask one. There's mercantile. Mercantile is where you get star silk. One of those 5 white items, if you get to a rich mercantile system, one of them will be star silk. That's what you need to build chairs in your base. You need star silk. It's a ingredient for building chairs. Only place to get star silk is mercantile trading systems. What other colors we have? Purple. Yeah, the other thing I explained earlier was beside this star, you see that spiral thing there? That's the black holes. At certain point, it reveals them all to you. I forget exactly, some quest or something that reveals all the black holes to you. Something to do with one of Polo's quests or something, I think. Polo will reveal black holes, but you can see them for yourself without his help after a certain point. Alchemical, whatever. Alchemy is purple. So purple ones, uh, the Atlas mission gives you the star seed, which show you all the black holes. Okay, that's what I was asking, I guess. Uh, Fuel generation. It shows. I think that's supposed to be like a car battery sort of battery. Fuel generation at red ones. So it's not terribly useful, really, this filter, but it's interesting. You could get a fair bit of information from it. But yeah, it's not information that you can't get by just focusing on each star that you want to look at. And the conflict level, I showed you life form, no filter. Okay, and the destination galactic core, current mission, Atlas station or black hole or custom waypoint. If you want to build your own trade route, you really, yeah, trade routes, right, because you buy those commodities from your trade terminal. The type of economy determines how valuable that trade item will be at the next station. Very good information. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Yep, no problem. I enjoy talking. uh, so yeah, what free exploration? Oh yeah, custom waypoints. If we go to discoveries, and let's say we want to go to this star, we can set a waypoint with R3, and it marks the star on here with a waypoint. It's not much use on this screen, but when you get to your star map, you can then look at a custom waypoint. Current mission. Yeah, custom waypoint. There we go. Custom waypoint will show you a path. It shows a path to the next star there. Is that all we have to do? Is go there? Ugby, it looks like this. Ugby is key. Is that the star I marked? It might be. But it, okay, let's see if it was Ugby Ixie. Yeah, it was Ugby Ixie. It is key. So, mark the star next door. Yeah, somehow these stars are close together. They were discovered around the same time or something. Upload all. Exclamation point next to it shows as your destination. Yeah. And it's still marked here as well. So yeah, if you mark a I want to find something farther away. Let's say I mark this star. Skenthan. So now the current mission path shows a longer warp path, a few stars. It may be the other end of the galaxy, I don't know, it'd take me forever to get there, but if you're just starting out and you only have a few neighboring stars and you can't find it, well, you mark it on your discoveries page and it can lead you to it. It's not there yet. I might have to warp a few more times. Might have to warp, 1,000 times to get across the galaxy to find that one I marked, but it'll lead you there eventually if you have enough warp fuel. So if I go back to Ugby Ixie mark, there's a, as you say, there's a exclamation mark next to it. Current mission. Oh, I'm on the current mission again. I want to go to custom waypoint. That's what's wrong. There, yeah, and it's got, oh, I see the exclamation mark, that white icon next to the purple star. The purple mark is actually the star, and there's the white, I don't know if it's an it may be an exclamation mark. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Shows the mark system that you're trying to get, that you want to find the location. So yeah, if I can just jump there that easy then, instead of trying to search for a name somewhere. Yeah, I like the asymmetrical explorers best. This was the most asymmetrical I could find. Two wings on one side, a tall vertical wing on the other side. I usually use first person anyway, so I don't really have to look at it very much. That was the other video I made. There's on on my site there's a video about the radar screen that I made explaining some of the things on there. Like the purple things are the yeah, they're the system freighters. That purple thing on the radar screen can take you to a system freighter that you can land on and trade with. You could actually buy the freighter then. There's
Warning. Threat detected.
oh, I gotta fight some pirates. Where are you? Is that all of you?
Hostile ships
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the purple icons, the open circles are planets. A planet there and a planet there, and another planet here. And the thing about the radar screen is it'll show you when there's a planet behind another planet. You get an open circle inside an open circle. If I go over here, I think it'll take it'll put now if supposedly I'm looking at the smaller farther planet, but it's behind this closer one, but I can see it on my radar screen, so I know it's there, and I can just see that's a different one. There's one back here behind this planet now that I can see on my radar screen. So I just warp a little bit and it comes out. There it is. So knowing how to operate your radar screen is handy. The space station shows up there as the whitish icon, and if you call in the anomaly, it shows up as another sort of purplish one, but a different shape. So you can use that radar screen if you're in first person. I don't know, some people seem to be able to figure that out without the radar screen from third person, but I don't understand that. We're way out at the edge of the galaxy, so that we're not likely to run into anybody out here. Unless they actually have my friend code or something and see that I'm online. I've been playing all along in multiplayer here, so let's see, options, network, multiplayer enabled, cross-platform enabled. I use first person when I need to see the system better. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I have friend codes for both of you, but network, friends list, show my friend code. If you feel you want a friend code, feel free to jump in or anything anytime. I may be glad to see you. Who knows? I won't be offended. I'll just leave the group anyway. yeah, so there's lots of stuff to find. That's the star we're at. Tropical Starbulb Copper Planet. High Sentinel activity, but it's yellow, so it's not real high. They won't attack you unless you're actively harvesting or attacking plants or animals. You can wander around and they won't attack you if it's yellow and not red. It seems that the Sentinel activity is correlated with the system conflict level. I'm not sure. When you have high conflict level, you're more likely to get red Sentinel activity instead of yellow. No irradiated gamma root. No sentinels at all. That generally means a very low sentinel level, I think. Use first, I don't think I've seen that correlation. Could be. Yeah, I'm not absolutely certain either. I might be talking through my hat. Just check here. What is the actual conflict? It says it's a high level conflict. Well, maybe I'm wrong. That's why you haven't noticed it before, because it's not true. I was misleading you. Metal processing satisfactory is a medium economy. So I don't know what else we could do here. Bring my freighter back in. So that's my Explorer. Looks golden here, but it's actually metallic color with red highlights. It looks different color in different starlight. There's my Squiddy, my golden vector from the expedition. There's it's actually white and gold exotic. The white is white reacts to different color environments differently. There's my living ship with the hammerhead nose, and my freighter, one of my original ships from the beginning of this save that I've kept through the thick and thin. It's a nice big freighter hauler. I like the I don't know if you remember, but at one time certain ships, when you jumped out of them, it would dump you off a cliff or something. Have any living ships left the mission to get them changed? Yeah, there was some changes to that mission. I haven't gone through it lately either. Haven't done it again yet. Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time either. I've got some extra eggs. I could probably check one of them out or something. What I was explaining here is I picked this freighter, this hauler. Some ships used to dump you off the edge of a cliff, or if you landed in a tree, it would dump you and you'd fall. If you're in permadeath, could be rather unpleasant. Uh, I don't play permadeath, but I know. But I chose this because it has that cabin nearer the center of the ship. It doesn't dump you as far away from the ship. You have a better chance of landing on the land that the ship landed on rather than getting thrown over the edge of a cliff. I picked it like that for a reason. When you have the nose way out on a long gooseneck or something, you're more likely to get thrown over the cliff. They don't do that anymore. They fixed that, but that's why I chose the ship. Partly why I chose the ship. The other was it was S-class with lots of holds back when I was starting, so it was a fine ship to select. All the regular ships, of course, they're S48 plus 21 by now. I've been building these things for ages, so they're all up there. Of course, the living ship only goes, unless you cheat, S21 plus S22 plus 21 only goes to a certain limit, and you can't expand them. So that's the one that's the smallest. Exotic S48 plus 21. The freighter itself, S48 plus 21. Just bragging a bit because I can. You're a captive audience. You can expand a living ship, but it's cheatery. Yeah, exactly. I try to avoid that as much as I can. My freighter, I have all my storage bins in here, and then the teleporter, some refiners and food processors in there. Go upstairs that way. I've got a bunch of synthesis barrels. What do you call them? But anyway, yeah, almost infinite resources from these things. I don't consider it cheap because that's exactly what they're there for, and so I made a bunch of them. They're always handy. Yeah, you get stuff like nav data, you get antimatter, you get actual warp cores, and here's my carbon supply. They tried to take this away from us, these things away from us once, but it's the only way to get cheap carbon. So people cried long and loud enough that they gave them back. More barrels, they're just spares. A few decorative collectible glitching separators. More glitches. Then I've got my frigate control rooms. I don't think these will be rape yet. Speak with commander. Another 2 hours and 41 minutes for that one anyway. I've actually got 9. You usually don't need more than 5, but there's a rare few circumstances where a few extras are handy, so I made them because I could. Trade terminal and save points are handy when I come into the ship. It's a Gek crew and captain. A friendly fellow waved at me. A little starfield map doesn't mean anything. that I've been able to figure out. Now, the only thing left is upstairs. Upstairs, mainly, I was just trying to figure out if we go this way, we've got, here is the crew mess hall food processor on the table, and another food processor. We got their bunks, and I like to think that these things down the middle are their sanitary facilities. Aliens are weird, you know, they don't care about privacy. Out here, 10. Some more barrels, just because I can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. That's the limits of how big each deck is. 21 by 21, number them 0 to 20. You can't actually build outside of these limits. They won't give you the option. 2020, that's the corner. I used to have a few more corners and stuff in here, but yeah, it doesn't even fully render the stuff in the distance. And that's where we came in, back in the crew quarters. Crew has various stuff. I think I only put the stuff on a few of them, but they have each got their own private storage case there. I'm allowed to search them all, though, anytime I like. Nothing in them. Kirk. And that's out to the edge again there. So I was just trying to figure out how big this freighter actually is. We got a captain's wardroom, and across the hall here we got a captain's office. And that's that level. And I haven't checked. I think you only get 6 or 7 levels to build in. Not sure what the limits are up and down. Done a lot of experimenting with the foods that tend to be neglected by people. They find it boring or something. It's not terribly productive, but it is interesting. I got the catalog of cooking products. And I've still got a lot to find, but I've done a fair number of the recipes. They have different values, of course, but they go right up to pies and tarts and stews and omelets, sauces, and more stew, up to cakes. exotic ice cream, fruity ice cream, icy marrow. Some people don't want to cook, they cook enough in real life. I never cook in real life, so it's okay for me to do it in a game. And over here, I think, is the most valuable cooking item in the game, 199,000 units per item. If you can figure out that recipe, congratulations. Uh, it isn't necessarily that much better for talking to Kronos, the food critic in the Space Anomaly, but if you're selling it, that's what you maybe want to try to do. Some of these are actually less than that. 167 is close. 149,000, 31,000. But the Cake of the Lost edible product, and they, of course, they all have the side effects when you eat them as well. They could give you health and protection against radiation or something and stuff like that. You can buy a lot of nanites with 199,000 units. If you're just buying them, yeah. Yeah, you turn them in, you get up to 129 uh, nanites from Kronos for each cake you give them. There's a lot of things that are at that level. He doesn't care what the value is, it's how tasty it is or something. So, I don't know, I suppose I could show you some of my bases. Some of them are maybe a little bit interesting. My bases. My settlement, it's nearly maxed out now, I think. Claims to be making 1,000,000 units per day. You don't see much of that profit for yourself, of course. Rocky Ridge Farm is my oldest base. It's got a lot of junk in it, but it's not very well organized. Sandals, a vacation beach. Rocky Road's graveyard has some fossils. Sand and water, iron and sulfur is another beach, but it has some mining of ferrous iron and sulfurium. This is the base that maybe have some interest to you guys. It's a base with it's another mining base with hotspot mining. I went around and found as many of the hotspots within reach as I could find, and set up extraction facilities for them so I could collect lots of stuff. It's not really large fields, but it's got a wide variety then. Nothing really special except for the variety. So here we are. I got 5 supply depots. This one's got dioxide, one full normal mode stack of 9,000. This one's got oxygen. This one's got cobalt, just 7,000. I'll put a few more in there someday. This one has copper. And this one has radon, a gas place rather than a actual mining.
No free slots in suit.
Yeah, we're full. So, one of my larger supply bases. Maybe another thing is the way I've organized my storage bins. Here's the standard crops that we grow across the top here, plus this one. And then below each one is the standard fertilizer to plant them, plus ammonia for the mushrooms. These are the products that you make directly from these crops. So you make lubricant from, well, yeah, Facium and Mordite are also crops, but they're not the same type of crops in my classification system. So you got Facium and Gamma Root, you got Mordite and Fungal Mold, you got Cactus Flesh and Starbulb. You got here, you got should say Frost Crystal, right? Frost Crystal makes glass, right? And then Frost Crystal and Selenium makes these heat capacitors. So it sort of goes across there and then back there to that point. That's the first, well, the number 9 storage. Number 8 is other crops, the miscellaneous crops that are not terribly useful. Nip-nap, Gravitino, albumen, and sac venom, and then some miscellaneous stuff down here. Just some spare carbon and storm crystals, vortex cubes. 7 is part of the wealth generation system. We've got the three main gases here: nitrogen, radon, sulfurine. You make thermic condensate from sulfurine. You make carbon from radon, and you make nitrogen salt from nitrogen. Then these 3, you make this stuff from the 2 other rows. You make this stuff from the 2 other rows. You make this stuff from the 2 other rows. This one you make from the 2 previous things on the same row. Hot ice and thermic condensate. Hot ice and thermic condensate. Superconductor from semiconductor and enriched carbon. This from the 2 previous items on the same row. Then this one from the previous item and an item from the previous bin, which, oh no, an item from down here, right? This one's made from circuit boards and superconductors. So the circuit boards, liquid explosive, and living glass is made from the previous bin there, right? Or 2 bins ago. Lubricant and glass, acid and unstable gel, and heat capacity, yeah, from the bin 9, the ingredients for those 3. You need twice as many of these because of the way that these last 3 combine. Some spare carbon. From number 7, we'll skip across the room here to number 2. And we've got, let's see. we've got the metals here, the copper, cadmium, emerald, and indium with their activated variants and extra oxygen and chrome. But this row, ionized cobalt and dioxide. Grantine, the first six here are all made from just various stuff you collect, mostly like the fertilizers. Oh my god, I don't have a single freighter with that much stock. Yeah. Uh, so anyway, these three items are made from mainly from the fertilizers, and these three items are also made from the fertilizers. But then this item is made from the previous three. This item is made from the previous three. This item is made from the previous one and a selection from across the room there. So quantum processor, cryogenic chamber, and iridesite. Iridesite is here. You can make these, right? All these yellow ones you can make. You can make these two here. The both of these items require the quantum processors. They require a quantum processor, they require the previous item here, and they require one of the other items from across the hall, cryogenic chamber or portable reactor. And of course, these are the two items that sell for 15.6 million units each. And I got stacks of 20 stored here just in case I ever run out of money. I'm not going to run out of money. I got the 4 billion limit, and most of the stuff I sell, it just bumps against that limit, and I get nothing for selling it. I sell it anyway because I think it's a good habit to be in, to sell it rather than destroying it in case I do need the unit someday. Nanites, 685,966 nanites. Been playing around with poor old Kronos, the food critic, for a lot of that, and some ship scrapping and stuff like that. Quicksilver, 141,540. Fair bit of Quicksilver as well. So that's the main treasures, 2 and 7 across the hall from each other. Number 6 is your collectible glitches. We got 11 of them here, right down to this one. And then just some technological devices like frigate module, storage augmentation, extra nav data. I've also got nav data in my main backpack and stuff. Factory override units. The frigate missions tend to give you some of this stuff. Number 5 is some of the cooking stuff. The bottom two rows here are collectible stuff that you find on planets. And then this is some of the stuff that is in the middle of being prepared, or stuff from animals. I haven't quite got organized yet. Cooking. One of the cooking bins, anyway. Number 4 is underwater stuff, mainly. Hypnotic Eye, Hadal Core, Larval Core, Crystal Sulfide, Living Pearl, cytophosphate, kelp sac. Marrow isn't really found underwater, but I put it in here because it sort of made sense. Some extra metal plates that I got out of the recovery from scrapping bases mainly. So that's 4. 3 is the various racial artifacts for bribing Gex when I need to and stuff like that. Nip nip, but all these purple ones anyway. Geknip. Should be able to make Geknip from Nip Nip buds, it would seem, but you can't. I don't understand it. Uh, they seem like they should be related, but technically they aren't related in the game. Not that I know of. We showed you this one. Number one is some more food items and some pet eggs. But we got milk and meat and butter, some donuts. Lavis prepared. He's got about 20 Nip Nip farms. 20 Nip Nip farms. Okay. This is just the rare stuff that I throw in the. Everybody has to have a junk drawer, right? Well, this is where I store star silk for making chairs. There's some void eggs, 6 void eggs for making more living ships. Repair kits, random. Multi-tool expansion slot. Myth beacon. Some of these are like obsolete items from quests that have been discontinued. Basalt that never has 10 junk drawers on your freighter. Yeah. Okay. Warp cell. Some fireworks. Walker brains. When you hold on to one save long enough, it gradually gets organized. After 5,000 hours, it gets to this level, for me at least. Liquid Sun. Stuff you never heard of, perhaps, but Soul Engine, Hex Core, and Hexite. Myth Beacon. Historiographical dosimeter. Personal reality flux monitor. That was for some expedition, I think, right? The basalt they created with the volcanoes, but they don't have a use for it that I know of. It was like a quest item for a couple of missions or something, and that was it. It returns to chaos. Legacy save was perfectly organized until I used it to demonstrate how to make stasis devices. Right. Well, if you do it this way, let's see. Like if I were to want to make some more stasis devices, they disappeared. Gone into my overflow, right? So actually, this stuff is organized pretty near as much as the storage bins. Exosuit. Ah. Reader. Okay, so the stasis device. If I only had 5 instead of 20 in here, I can just press square, I think, and that's it. I have to go at it through the freighter. Where is it? Okay, call the freighter into this star system. Now I only got 5 stasis devices here. I can press square to craft more. Make... Oh, it didn't work. Okay. If I have that, it's not only want a few of those, and then go over here and a few of those. Cryogenic. Okay, now I should be able to press go in this way. Freighter. There we go. Spare stasis device. I can make one here. I've got 5. Poof, I've got 6 now. Or I can actually make more here. I could, no. Here. If I go in here, I got 15 there. I can just press square. Why won't it build those for me? They're shortcuts anyways. To take that stuff out, you should just be able to craft in your suit without taking anything out. Yeah, that may be the way to do it, I guess. So I put that back and that. And these back. One left over there. Put these back. So if I just go into my suit, you can actually build them in the storage crates though under certain circumstances. If I just create one more there, now I've got 2. Create another, I've got 3. 15 million credits per each, right? Just create them that easy, and that picks them up out of these crates. Now it's using up these. I'm down to 16 here, down to 16 here. Now if I press square here, no. Down to 16 here. I press square and it creates another one, 17, in the storage crate, because it's just using living glass and the stuff that's in this crate to make another one in this crate. They're back up to 20. Now this one is down to 16 because it used them there. So I just press square and it's using the other one's in the crate. So this is down to 16 and this one's down to 16. I press square, it's putting them back or putting new ones in there, restocking. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. It used some of basically to make one of these. It uses all 3 of these. Now down here it's down to 16. I have to make living glass and circuit boards. I didn't use any oh, it's quantum processor. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm down a little bit on these things. They're down to 7,999. Use 2,000 of each of these. I'll have to restock that when I visit my bases again. Down on the living glass to 16, and the circuit boards 16. I've got to seem to be in the same. If they're in the same crate, it works anyway. I think there's certain other conditions that can make them other ways, but so I've got a few extra stasis device. Need to make more. Quantum, no, I don't. I need quantum processors? No. I need circuit boards. I need some living glass. I don't know how many of those I'll need. I need some lubricant. I need some acid. I need some I think I'll probably need one of these. I could just make a... No, I don't need that. But anyway, yeah, they're organized this way for a reason, to try and simplify when I want to restock. I need definitely circuit boards and not liquid explosive, living glass. So I don't need explosive, I don't need the acid. Need more of these. Not, can't make them there, but I can make them here. Living glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. So circuit boards, I should be able to just make them then. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the circuit boards were made from polyfiber, yeah, and heat capacitors. What, I can't make those. Selenium and frost crystal. Oh, wrong view. Got to make them from this view. Square. Want to get back up to 20. Oh, it's down 8. This is down 4. So yeah, the lubricant is down a ways. And the glass is down. Lots of glass. I've been using glass for other things, of course. A polyfiber. Okay. So check the... I think that is most of it. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh, 16. So, here to see. 2, 3, 4. Auronium, magna gold, and grantine. Auronium, magna gold, grantine. I need 4 of each, I think, right? That's 5. So that fills those 3 up. I got 1 extra. And yeah, I'll have to restock the crops and low-level stuff from my farms. Down to 8,000 some, 7,000 some. It uses all of these types of crops to some degree for each of those high-level ones. I think that's most of them anyway. So yeah, radon I've got then. Is that here? Yeah, these, I think I've got some radon on me from that bin. There, radon's restocked. What was it? Dioxide I probably am down on. Take a look here. Dioxide, no, I'm not down on them. Okay, so phosphorus. Of course, once you get it all organized, then of course, you don't need the money anymore, and it's all really pointless. But maybe it's fun. Make a save. Sell some stuff. Stasis device, 61 million for 4 of them. Well, it's quite a lot of work, but I enjoy it, yeah. Acid I don't need. Dioxide I didn't need. Radon I've restocked. Magna gold I had an extra. This is all stuff that I'm carrying around with me, of course. Viking effigy. Not sure if I need any of those. Freighter. Copper. Cobalt. So yeah, the freighter. These are all the freighter mods. So you got, this is unit improved to expedition speed. It actually affects the frigates, right? For the speed of the expedition, the time it takes. This is the fuel efficiency. So efficient that some of the expeditions don't need any fuel whatsoever. Which doesn't make any sense, of course, but that's part of the game. Industrial boost, trade boost, combat boost, and exploration and scientific boost. We got three by 6, and then we've got the warp distance, which is actually for the freighter itself, 250 light years, 100% efficiency, and other warp boost, matter beam, and then just a few slots. This stuff that I always carry, and these are working storage. Fill them up, sell them off, fill them up, sell them off. The technology slots then are just the 7 filled up with sets of 3, the same 7 things. In other words, all of them. 250 light year and 15, 15, 15, 20. 20 is the best you can get for fuel efficiency, as far as I know. There's no Class X for any of these, so Class S is the best. Exosuit, we got a little boost to the resistances in those 3 with Class X, and then 3 cold, 3 hot, 3 radiation, and 3 toxic protections. I know you only carry 1 and you disdain the Class C ones. I've still got them. I might, if I get real desperate, 6 working storage is enough for the way I do it. Technology, a few more shields, and more of the Class X ones here for all 4 types. A little bit of underwater, a little bit of rocket juice, a little bit of what you call it, life support. Cargo is organized again. We got oxygen there and Atlas Pass there. Then we got carbon, carbon, sodium, sodium, salt and chlorine, cobalt, cobalt, ferrite dust, pure ferrite, magnetized ferrite, and silicate powder, paraffinium, all the gray ones there in that row. We got a set of maps there, ammunition, miscellaneous stuff, ion batteries, a little bit of copper for the portals, a little bit of uranium for various things, tainted metal that not terribly useful outside of once you've got all the freighter boosts from the what do you call them, derelict freighters. The Starship, these all look fairly similar. My other ships have similar stuff. The boosts, we're all warp range of 3,000 or better. Maneuverability 900. Damage, the damage potential, that number doesn't seem to be terribly useful. You can boost it way up there to thousands or something, but if you just have 1 or 2 weapons, like I've got my main photon cannon and a missile, just the rockets here, rocket launcher, rocket tubes. That's the only weapons I need. We got pulse engines, we got warp engines, we got conflict scanner, and the economy scanners back in here, the teleport receiver. I've got a few extra of these guys because they give me a little bit more maneuverability, each of them, or a tiny bit of warp range. I could get rid of some of them maybe if I need more space. I usually only carry around uh, five blank slots in here as well. Most of my ships are similar, 5 or 6 or 4 blank slots. Launch engines, I got a few X-class launch engines here that there are no, I don't think there are S-class launch engine modification. There are X-class launch thruster upgrades. So I've got some of them here, and I don't have any here. I ran out of space. This is the pulse engines. Then the multi-tool. Just have the mining beam, and I carry around a plasma launcher, which most people think is silly. I use the combat scope to make it a little bit harder to get at the plasma launcher when I don't want it. Then we've got a scatter blaster and scanners, analysis visor, freighter we already covered. So yeah, that's I've got a couple other weapons. We got that's the one here's the alien multi-tool I've got. It's fairly similar, just a mining beam and a pulse spitter instead of the grenade launcher. Scanners, a personal force field, which works, but have to remember to use it, and I never do. You don't disdain them, just think they take up space. Yeah, it all takes up space. It's all trade-offs and what you like, matter of opinion, really. Survey device, analysis visor, combat scope. Oh yeah, and I've got in here the stuff from the living ship, solar ray and animus beam, which are special purpose for killing animals or terrain deposits, like digging, I think, mining. They create some of the weird stuff in that miscellaneous bin though when you use these. Terrain manipulator. So then I also have a rifle. Now, which was, this is the rifle, I think. Rifle, I have a Blaze Javelin energy beam weapon, just because you've got to have a laser somewhere. A mining beam. This is the scatter blaster, another one. Analysis visor, various stuff anyway. It's I don't think I use this thing very much ever. Not sure why it's here. Nothing else to put there. My pets. I'll go outside and look at the pets. Can't see them here. Well, I could just look at him this way. I got this, what I figured out what to call this the other day, and now I forget. Shiny is a reference to the TV series Firefly. They say stuff is shiny when it's good, so I called him Shiny. Wally Wapiti. Wally is my dog. He's hellhound style. We got a T-Rex, which I call G-Rex. I got a little mech guy, Weenie Weenie. I got a big, he's huge. Shiny looks like the blood vessels in the brain. Oh yeah. He rolls around behind you. He's like a one of the ball type of pets, but he is just fibrousness, like blood vessels or something. Yeah. This guy though is huge. Does it say his size? Mature. It doesn't actually say his size, I guess. And this is a guy I keep around in case we ever have an ugliest pet competition. he is really ugly. But yeah, he was a flyer. He hovers along behind you before they introduced flying pets. So I kept him around for that reason also. But he seems to like me. Go back to your cage, guy. Show you the big old, what do you call him, murder crab, or, oh, I stuck him in between the buildings. Will he jump out? I have to summon him again. Oh, here he comes. Bone cats, yeah. But I modified him in the egg mutator machine to make him bigger. So he's pretty big. And he's pretty good at killing stuff and stuff like that too. My dog is good at fetching. If I let's see, we go here and go point, and he'll go dig up something probably. Currently following orders. Oh, his heart broken though. I have to feed him a treat. He's looking for something to dig up. Feeling worried. Oh, he pooped. No, just gonna poop. He's not gonna dig up anything. Oh well, he deserves a treat anyway. You see the tumbleweed shiny guy doesn't do much really, but I keep him around because he's weird. T-Rex, I like T-Rex because if you go down to customize T-Rex are the T-Rex type animals are the only ones that have three devices they carry around. None of the other types have three devices. So he has two lasers, of course, a rounded laser, a square laser, and you can't put a laser on his chest, unfortunately, so I put an atmospheric sampler on him. Yeah, he's happy. Give him a treat. Will he fetch things? I don't know. Let's see. Go that way. They don't kick you around so much. The big pets like this used to kick you halfway to the orbit. But I think they fixed that. Where'd he go? He went in a hole. Scouting ahead. Oh, okay. Is he going to come back? I had one pet, maybe I got rid of him, that used to dig up stuff for me all the time. He went in the hole and then fired his laser. Oh, I didn't really realize that. Oh, that laser's got a red spot on it like it was fired, eh? Lots of targets for him. A target-rich environment, they'd say, for him to use those lasers. Oh, is he? Hunting prey. Interesting. Is he going to fire his laser at something? Scouting ahead. Okay. That guy's mainly for riding. He runs so fast. Most people have switched to the flying bugs and stuff now for fast riding. I still got this guy. I don't know, maybe show you another base here. Robots for riding? Yeah. You don't have to leap down from the air to get off them, eh? So I got a dairy there for collecting milk and whatnot. Oh, nature tour base. It's like a tourist resort that I built. Contrary to what I said earlier, this is primarily a decorative base, not terribly useful. Not a lot of crops and whatnot. It's just stuff to look at mainly. La da da. Long warp PS4. Pretty colors to look at least. So, nighttime. My lighthouse. I don't know if we can tell, but there actually is a light at the top that's blinking. Yeah, there we can see it. Lighthouse with a little beacon on top. And spiral stairs to walk up inside. You have to have spiral stairs in a lighthouse tower, right? And here's the light flashing away. Solar power batteries to power it. And dual stairways. Little door to go in and do maintenance on them. The light only operates at night. I got it wired up with a switch to turn off when the solar power panels detect sunlight. They'll turn off the light, and then it only flashes at night, uses less power. Yeah, and there's no glitches. I don't do glitch building. I accidentally did a glitch build one time, and I said, "Oh, I don't want to ever do that again." We got some more nip pots down here that I think the lights only work at during the daytime. And there's the door. So the noisy storm. That thing only uses power when you step up to it, the foot switch. There's the base computer. We got the pier with we got a little get out of the storm. This is the souvenir hut, basically, administration, emergency trade terminal for buying stuff, another solar panel to run the stuff here. A little resting and relaxing lounge while you're waiting for the tour to come and go. When the storm goes away, it's got a nice view out the windows. That goes there. This one. Okay, this teleporter. This is actually the next island over. This is supposed to be protection from weather, but it's not very good at the moment. This whole area was set up to feed at one time there were some gigantic animals here. They went extinct in one of the updates, so it's not terribly useful anymore. This takes you up to the landing pad. where your ships land, and there's storage vaults, high security. You can only get in with a teleporter. The storage vaults that you can store your valuables while you're on tour, and under what? No, this is the wrong teleporter. This one over here is the underwater section. You can go for a scuba diving, skin diving, dive into the water, the ocean around the base, and see what there is to see in the ocean in the area. It's a regular ocean other than that. Oh, you got a Nautilus here for you to use. There's some fish. So that's my tourist trap. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, the lighthouse probably was what the most work out of it, but it's you know, sort of a tourist destination place anyway. Yeah, back before there was a major patch that changed all the animals and spawning around. I don't know which one it was called, but this planet used to have the maximum size animals that have ever been seen, and there was a feeding station to attract them, and you could take pictures or something there. That's my nature tour base. Anomaly separators, a dairy farm, Galactic Center for travel mainly. Wax is paraffinium mine. Paraffin, wax, get it? Ammonia, nav data, storm crystals, a metal hunting lodge, and a cold planet hunting base. Big base just has grown kind of uncontrollable till it's called Big Base. Indium, activated indium for making money again. Nitrogen, I need some nitrogen, don't I? As far as activated indium, it's just a small base compared to some of the ones that people build. Just gives you one stack of activated indium each visit, but you know, that's all you need most of the time. It's all in normal mode, so I guess permadeath people can't see any of this stuff anyway, other than in this video or one like it. Okay, a little bit of house cleaning overdue, but activated indium 9,000 one stack, and nitrogen 9,000 one stack. I used to build storage vaults at all the bases, but now that now that the whatchamacallit, the matter beam was invented, then you don't need the storage vaults at the bases so much anymore. You still have to call in the freighter. Nitrogen. Okay. Nitrogen. Nitrogen. There, restocked. Now I need sulfurine. I think most everything else has been restocked here now. I guess I'll have to visit. I can sell. Oh yeah, they changed that save so that you can't do stuff while it's saving. It probably can cause bugs. Sell activated indium 8 million worth. Nitrogen. Sell the Herox. Cobalt. Sell the aluminum. Okay, that's good. I guess Toxic Bungalow. That's another large base of mine. It's large in that it's not. I got a thing against tall buildings, mainly because I dislike the ladders. The ladders are stupid in this game, I think. Regular stairs take up a lot of space and a lot of fiddling to get them right. And it's not like we're short of land to build stuff horizontally, so you don't have to climb stairs and ladders and all that all the time. So I just build stuff spread out. And this base coming up is a prime example of something spread out with a minimum of stairs. The main reason I put new survivor saves, lava AI farm takes 4 trips to empty. 4 trips in normal mode? Or 4 trips in permadeath mode? Because permadeath, you got no space. Now, there's some mushrooms planted outside with a roof over them just to protect the farmer from the elements. Survival mode, just like perma. Yeah, okay, so 4 deaths. It may not be that much bigger than mine, really, but depend on how many free slots you got. It takes you 4 trips anyways, eh? So this is a farm type place. I need to restock some of these things. So we'll harvest 70,000. Yeah, with 10,000 per. No. Yeah. Yeah, mine is just 9,000. So yeah, it's 8 times larger, 9 times larger. I don't need those. I don't need those. I need these. Some people like to put their farms on their freighters. I don't, because I like these harvest all plants buttons. Saves time and running around. Still got to run around here enough that I don't put farms on the freighter like some people do anyway. I like to have them out on planets. Don't need those. Don't need those. Probably don't need all of these, but I'll pick them up anyway. It's a stormy, toxic planet, so you want to do it all indoors. Jeez. I kept building till the lag started to kill me. This patch might allow me to expand it a little bit farther out, but it's big enough. I've got a couple other farms anyway. And here, this takes you back to the beginning. So here's my crop storage. We go click, 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 click. We got those two full, but these others still need more. 9,000, 9,000. They're nearly full, but 9,000. Yeah. I could get a few more mushrooms outside, but I also have a couple other farms to visit. So I've got a lot of bases. Okay, just my bases. That I don't know why that is classed as a base. I need to have them allow me to put a picture on the settlement. It doesn't fit in with the rest. The rest of the pictures are fixed now. They were broken for so long. Okay, so that's the toxic bungalow, the main farm. Radon, I don't need. I need sulfurium, don't I? Experimental research. Hex Mountain. My farmer. All my base assistants, I keep at my Apterkaba office now. I built a nice place just for them. They stay there. They're happy there now. That all their missions are essentially completed. The farmers got continuous mission. Well, they all have the continuous mission of some sort. Three Wing Farm is another farm. Boss, are you still there? Are you getting anything out of this, or are you distracted by other more interesting stuff than my rambling on? Fell asleep, you think? Okay. Okay, this is my three-wing farm. I make entrances like this usually, or often. I've got a couple entrances like that I walk up into them. Then I got three-wing farm. Wing number one is for living glass. Each uh, each dome has stuff to make a cup of living glass, and I can just run by the rooms and collect them. And that's that wing, five domes. So this dome, the other side then is liquid explosives. We got three wings, right? Where'd my... There it is. Five rooms. And then the third wing down the center is the large wing, is the circuit board wing. Because circuit boards are used for the quantum processors that are used for both stasis device and the fusion inductor or whatever it's called. So you need twice as many of these if you're just making equal numbers of stasis device and fusion inducer. That's my logic anyway, whether it makes sense or not. Okay, so... Was this enough to fill it up now? The first two were full. That one, that one. Not there, that's all of them then. They're all full. The only place I had to put the trade terminal was above the stairs. Only place that made sense to me, anyway. Sell the rest of the crops. It works it works fine, yep. And the building conducts the power to it. I think it still needs power, maybe not. Okay, so we got abundance of oxygen and carbon. Yeah, and they've got the standalone trade terminal stand now. If you build them out away from the wall, that's new as well, I guess. Oxygen. It's carbon. So that's, I think, the main basis that Eclipse, volcanic, still need some sulfurium, phosphorus, three-wing farm, research station, terbium church. I'll maybe go back to that later. Deepwater, Colossal Mall, a mill. That's uh, kind of a quirky. This mill thing is a special invention of mine. It using fancy wiring again. I'm kind of proud of it, even though it doesn't work as well when I have a visitor to show it to. When there's two people there, it seems to affect the operation of the circuits. I don't understand, but with just me there, it should work fine. So, little building, but here's the mill. Start the ball rolling. A little pit with stuff, and we got a ball here. You get close to it, and it creates a ball that starts rolling. And it, with these gates pushing it around, it just keeps rolling. I've thought of making fancier ones that maybe push it in a zigzag path and around a racetrack or something, but for now, this is all I've built. It's got the wiring that well, it's got pressure pad things that are triggered actually by the ball being above it. It doesn't even have to press directly on the pressure pad. The ball rolls around and triggers the pressure pads on the floor space down below it that activate the doors that push it to the next pressure pad. It's fun. And the wiring, you see, it goes all the way around then as well. I specifically did not use the wire hider here because I was proud of the wiring. You can see it actually operating when the ball comes over to this pressure pad. It triggers a switch that triggers the door. It's part of my computer science background that I have to figure these things out. Inverter switches is, something that you use in computer circuits all the time, and so I had to see what they had created for me to play with here. It's some of the stuff that's possible, though, that a lot of people don't even know that this sort of thing is possible. So we got a landing pad, a little maintenance shack. Actually, this door doesn't work anymore because the ground is different since the last patch or something. Something changed anyway that I can't use the front door. I have to go around the back door. I think 7,000 silver and sulfurine. That's what I was looking for. Only 3,000, but it might be enough. Let's see here. Oh, what happened? Oh, I sold it out of the wrong bin. meant to sell it from there. There's the silver. Oxygen. Oh, I sold the... Yeah, okay. Freighter. Now my my other carbon, I've got to pick up some more. Sulfurine, I need, first of all, I need to call in the freighter. Then put the sulfurine away. That's enough. There, restocked. I think I've got everything restocked now from my demonstration. Oh, here, this is what I need for this spot. Silver to the starship, sulfurine to the freighter. I was playing around with the building without glitching. Stuff like the paver stones, and you can actually fill in the corners now with without glitching, but it's like glitching with the free placement, and overlaps are relaxed and stuff. Before, it would leave these gaps and I could not fill in the gaps until the Frontiers update allowed us to build stuff in those corners. I don't need that guy in the way. And triangles. Triangles do weird things to your connections if you're trying to just snap stuff together. Yeah, and stuff like this too. Those blocks like that, they actually snap in some places, but not in others. It's quite weird. I think I have a trade terminal to sell the excess. Do I have one here? Maybe not. There's a save. Jeez, I can't even get at that. It won't let me use that trade thing. Or the save thing, I mean. That's weird. I don't know if it's like underground. These are the pallet from the freighter, desolate freighters. Those pallet things. I stacked up a few just to try and raise that up to the door, but it's all screwed up now. I can't use that save device. Huh. I could use this to save. Upload base and save. Mushroom Farm, NMSA, Captain Steve. That two-wing farm is at his build planets. Mid Hilbert is the center of Hilbert. Tiny Colossal Depot at a Colossal Archive. Emerald Colony is another colossal archive. Mushroom Farm was, I think, on one of your planets that or the Fabulous Fungus Farm. I forget which one it was. Just a little mushroom farm, not a big one. Pretty colors. Thank you, Stanley Kubrick, for inventing the warp special effects. Toxic planet change. It's crazy now. It's still toxic, though. Well, the one in the ocean beaches system. Yeah, so I got a tiny farm up there with animal feeder station and some mushrooms out here, still toxic mushrooms, so the entrance ground level. There's the vaults that we don't really need anymore. Some these are all the same ammonia because mushrooms need ammonia as their fertilizer to plant them. So I gotta harvest some ammonia if I want to make a mushroom farm. A little bunk room, appearance modifier for when you wake up and you want to get dressed. You need an appearance modifier. Couple lockers. Food processor because you might be hungry, and some mushrooms. Those are the regular. These are the other alternative mushrooms, mordite and faecium mushrooms. More mushrooms. More mushrooms. And that's what a mushroom farm is. Refiner. A little battery to prove that the power is working. All charged. Well, yeah, it's got a power hotspot with generators at this base. A little bit of battery power just in case. Here's a save point that works. Now I think, yeah, that thing out there in the water is a landing pad, because the power hotspot, or no, the ammonia hotspot is out under that landing pad, and so I have to run the pipeline and the power line out to the ammonia underwater mine. And the other direction, I think there's another direction for the power hotspot. Yeah, the ship is out here with another landing pad. And there's the power hotspot. So I can take my ship out there, or a ship out there, for supplies to work on those things in case, you know, a patch screws them up. I got a red base marker here. Let's see, it's Dagger Dog System. This is not one of yours then, I guess. Oza Dagura Prime, Habitrol, Enigmathematic. So just a system that some people were using. 67 bases here, so it's some sort of a hub anyway. I'm not sure which one it is. I think the other one then, the Fabulous Fungus Farm here, is in your system, one of your systems. I'm not, yeah, this might be the Ocean Beaches system, I'm not certain. It might be the, yeah, just the next planet over from Ocean Beaches. A toxic planet, so that I could build another fungus farm. Nissia-san, where Ocean Beaches is. Oh, so it's like a star over or something? Oh, no. Oh, catch my breath. Oh, yeah, this is an underwater, or partially underwater. So, mushroom farm because of these domes here. Karen's Fabulous Star System is called Nissan procedurally. Okay. Karen's Fabulous Star System. And I'm on the Baali X48 NMS player. I'm the only base on the planet. So, yeah, Ocean Beaches at the bottom here with 22 bases. Actually discovered by Lava Lamp, it says here. So, you are NMS player? Okay. A-Rock NMS player. Pirate 3 Lava Lamp. Pirate 13 Lava Lamp. Pirate 13 NMS player and Lava Lamp 64. Different names, same people. So yeah, it's mainly the regular fungus with the little mordite root fungus plants, just one of them per dome. They grow better that way, you know. Just kidding. So a little bit of decoration, a little bit of water in the middle of the room, some food processors for cooking experiments. That's actually the entrance, okay. Or an entrance. And we got the vaults here, terminal, a little stairwell up to Another door beneath the landing pad. A little refiner, well, a large refiner. And here's the landing pad up outside the water. So yeah, it looks more like a desert planet than a fungus, a toxic planet, but I planted a few extra mushrooms out here on the beach. And yeah, there's ocean beaches over there with the ring on it. Humpback creature. There's the base. I'm actually mining something there too. What are those? This is nitrogen. And salt. Just in case I ever figure out what salt is for, other than powering up portals. You could also make a bunch of money by turning salt into chlorine, I suppose. So I don't need that. I don't need all that. Probably don't need the phosphorus. Salt is for farming. Oh, really? Let's see, did I... Not for farming any of the 6 standard crops. Maybe for... Oops. Maybe for farming some of these or something. Not sure what you're thinking of there. You're probably right. I've learned I shouldn't argue with you about details of this game. When you say something, you're usually more right than I am. You can make the plants or the fertilizers by mixing the... Oh, by making the fertilizer with salt in a refiner. Okay, yeah, I understand. Then I wouldn't need so much storage space, maybe. Oh well. Terbium Church, I mentioned before, just my attempt at a little bit of sacrilegious building for this cult that decided to build the church in honor of the terbium deposits that are found on special planets. Make the plants. I don't know how you make them. Maybe. So you teleport in. Oh, we need to clean up some here too. Won't let me clean up the dirt on the floor. So here's the main church anyway. It's got pews angled to face the altar with the terbium growth. The primary one is red. Some decorative flags, a little bit of glitching separator to flank it. The book stand in the middle for, well, just a screen for reading scripture. Little desk lamps to shine on the minister, and just some green green planters, mainly decoration, I think. Although they may serve the purpose of nip for special services. Another little growing room, all sorts of plants here. Just a reservation of various plants that they respect within their religion. They're mining a little bit down here too. It's funny the buildings can't keep the stuff from growing into them. This teleporter is a security teleporter. Only works if you have the pass. Just kidding. For storage vaults again. Landing pad is well away from the church, so the landing ships won't destroy the church quite so often. Some of the pilots are not professional pilots, the members of the church. So yeah, snack machine. The minister can sleep over here if he needs to. And a little trade terminal for retrieving alms for the church service. You notice I'm selling this stuff when I'm already maxed on my unit instead of just deleting it. It can actually be quicker to sell it than to delete it. That's the church. Oh, yeah, they have a small mine of cobalt that helps support the church. Now, there was something else I thought of here. Another base. Yeah, if I can find it. Lost. Diplo Research Institute. Guess what you can find there, eh? Lost Colony. That's kind of fun. Bit of a story I made up again. Make the plants or the fertilizer. Yeah. Okay, the first beta planet Volvend system. We've got a pod. This is a lost colony that their ship crash landed here. And so they are missing some of the technology that you usually find on a base. They don't have a teleporter, for one thing. It's one of the things they didn't survive the crash. So they had to make do. They built this pod shelter for themselves and decorated it as such they could. They happened to have a refiner survive the crash, but it was too big to move out of the water. But it still works here, so that was a fortunate survival of the crash. And they got various plants planted. They learned how to cook them for eating and such things. Some little cactus plants. A miniature pod. In case the colony ever expands, they'll grow it up to a full size. Fortunately, the visiting spaceships can land just next door to the pod, and it's relatively comfortable in here, really. You got an ironing board and a fireplace, and planters, food processor that they salvaged out of the crashed ship, and a barrel, storage barrel that you can't open. And they found a few glitching decorations, but not a lot of technology here, really. A lamp that survived the crash, but mainly a lot of odd plants they've collected from the planet and such things. Even grew a few of them on the roof. And the base computer doesn't work fully for them. They can't escape the planet with it unless they have a visitor ship. It's a fairly nice planet, fortunately for them. It has water and hills, plants. I believe there's no space station in this system either to notice them, so that that was another problem they had, making it a lost colony. So to get out of the system, I have to call in a teleporter. Or warp to a neighboring system with a space station. That's probably what happened. They warped to the system, ran out of warp fuel, didn't have a station to restock at. They had to land. They fouled up the landing, and so they have the story. They maybe don't want more contact with the galaxy anymore. They've learned to like the way they live. Lost Colony. Portal base. This is a joke that I made. It's my Hilbert Portal base space. I'm not stuttering, that's the actual name. No more shaving, yeah, no shavers, no power. Now I'm sure that the professional glitch builders such as Beeblebum or Zane could do much better than I did at this, but this is what I made. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Well, there's right beside it. Tried to build my own portal as best I could. It's not exact, but from a distance it looks pretty similar. What do you think? There, that. I think there is like minor differences in some of the portals that don't have the same gap in the middle and stuff like that, so that's my excuse at least for it not looking identical. I hid the solar panels actually within the thickness of it there beside the teleporter to power the teleporter. So you could teleport here anytime if you just need a base by a portal. It's on my own, completely my own planet, so that there's no rules about building too close to a portal or anything like that. Erit Beta discovered 2 years ago by typo44. I've got a few other bases in this system. Radon and Dioxide Incorporated, a mining company, and the Hexagon, and there's a different base on another star. Starball Beach Sandals, another resort beach. And what other bases? Oh, at the star, yeah. The two in that system, Starball Beach and Rocky Roads Graveyard. Nature Tours is there. Euclid Center of the Galaxy. And the Hilbert Center of the Galaxy. A few bases. Nature Tours, Sandals, Hexagon, New Scarif, Fabulous Fungus Farm, that's yours, yeah. Galactic Pyramid, and 67 other bases. One other base there. 67 other bases. Wonder which planet they're on. It doesn't show them here. There they are. Drogradur. 10 p.m. Okay, KJ. Well, talk to you another time. No problem. I've pretty much run out of interesting things to show you anyway. Okay, see you again sometime there, KJ. Nice talking to you too. Yeah, time for me to take my pills too. Great. I don't know why the landings don't work when you've got landing pads.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Units received.
Okay, I'm gonna log off here. Good night, everybody who might be watching. I don't seem there's anybody else anyway, so bye bye.